Hello, I'm Eric Fernwood. Welcome to another Las Vegas Real Estate Investment Group video. In this presentation, I'm going to talk about our process for consistently finding good investment properties. Before I talk about our process, I want to talk about the problem. Las Vegas is a very desirable market with many investors buying properties due to the high rate of return, plus you have a lot of people moving in from blue states. So there's a tremendous demand for good property. At any given time on the MLS, there's between 10 and 15,000 properties available. Of these, probably 20 to 30 are worth considering as investment properties. But it's worse. Good properties last on the market only 5 to 7 days. So you literally have to comb through 10 to 15,000 properties, find the 20 to 30 that are good, evaluate them, and make your offer in 1 to 3 days. This just isn't possible using traditional means. We have a very different approach. Our group was founded by two engineers who looked at finding good properties as an engineering problem to solve. We started by targeting a very specific tenant pool. Once we identified the tenant pool, we were then able to determine the proper configuration, type, rent range, and location. Next, we did a lot of research on Las Vegas. We looked at the history, locations, trends, crime, floor plans. For example, there's 40 to 50 floor plans. It simply won't rent very well. And there's a lot of other information that we gathered. Once we understood what we were looking for, we then developed a data mining engine for finding properties that matched all these parameters. Our data mining software lets us comb through 10 to 15,000 properties and find the best 20 to 30 in about 30 minutes. We send this information out every 2 or 3 days to our clients using another tool we developed we call the Investor Tool. The Investor Tool contains the information you need to make an informed decision, including return on investment, time to rent, and much more. What we don't send out is MLS data sheets. MLS data sheets are virtually worthless for evaluating a property. They simply don't contain the information you need. Once a property is identified as potentially interesting, we start our validation process. We start by manually evaluating the property. While our software is very good, there's no way you can look at photographs and see the property is trash, or look at the aerial view and realize there's going to be a lot of noise. If the property passed our manual evaluation, the next thing we do is go on site. A lot of times you won't even go in the door because there's factors that may eliminate the property. For example, if there's a barking dog next door, it doesn't matter what the numbers are, the property's not going to rent. If the property and the area look good, we take a video. We send this video both to you and to the property manager. The property manager then gives us her opinion based on the video, what she knows about the area, and that opinion includes both rent, time to rent, and recommended changes to the property. Based on her feedback, we can then do an estimate of the rehab cost. We combine all this information into what we call the detailed property report. This provides everything you pretty much need to know about the property in order to make an informed decision. We provide the detailed report to you and discuss whether or not it makes sense to go forward with an offer. If it does make sense, we make an offer based on return, not an asking price. This entire process is completed between 1 and 3 days after the property hits the market. If the offer is accepted, then we start a 10-day due diligence period. Immediately after the offer is accepted, the property inspector goes in. What he's looking for is defects. Does the HVAC system work correctly? The water heater, the faucets, toilets, all that sort of thing. He provides us with a written report and we write an evaluation based on that report of what we would repair, and we estimate the cost. The next person to inspect the property is the property manager. She only cares about the cosmetics. What she cares about are the factors that are going to attract the most tenants. We videotape her walkthrough and provide that to you. We provide the combined results to a handyman and others as needed in order to get quotes. With the quote, we now have all the information we need in order to make an informed decision of whether to proceed with the purchase or cancel it and look for another. Immediately after close of escrow, we get the handyman and others in as needed. This has to be done quickly because our goal is to get a rent check to you before you make the first mortgage payment. In order to make sure things are proceeding on schedule and being done right, we go on site about every other day and take a video which we send to you. Once we believe the work is complete, the property manager goes on site for final acceptance. The work is not done until she says it's done. Next, we have a professional real estate photographer take the photos. Good photos are critical to getting a good tenant in the property as quickly as possible. The property manager now starts marketing the property through all the available channels, including Zillow, the MLS, and many others. As I stated, the goal is to have a rent check to you before you make the first mortgage payment. While this doesn't always occur, it does in a high percentage of the properties. In summary, you will consistently make money with us because of the following factors. We target the right tenant pool. The right tenant pool is critical if you're going to consistently make money. We consistently find the few good properties that are available using our data mining software. Our property validation process ensures that you only get good investment properties. And last, each member of our team is also an independent investor. We know what works and doesn't work in the real world. We're not just theory-based. Our services are free to investors. There is no contract to sign. Call me today to get started on the path to financial security. Again, this is Eric Fernwood, and thank you for watching.